I got a lot of Jo Malone samples right here, so I said, you know what, let's do a sampling series video on the house of Jo Malone because I have some thoughts about these. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Dee Marie here. Yes, we're talking about the house of Jo Malone. This is a house that has an interesting kind of complicated relationship here in the fragrance community. However, though, in the real world, I have to say there's fragrance community and real world. There is a difference. Jo Malone has a following. However, it gets a bad rap here in the fragrance community. So I'm going to take some time to really deep dive into this house and determine why that is, or how do I personally feel about this. Also, let me know how you feel about the house of Jo Malone. What are your favorites? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. But as always, lipstick of the day today, everyone. I was feeling kind of bright today. This is from MAC, and this is MAC Lady Danger lipstick, an oldie but goodie. It's more of a tomato red, or in some cases it can appear orange to some people, but that's what we're rocking today. As always, full details on the face, everything I talk about, all the fragrances will be in the description box below as well, so you don't have to ask questions about it. And next up, we have fragrance of the day. It kind of inspired this video, to be fair, because this is my newest pickup, and in fact it is a Jo Malone fragrance, and that is Ginger Biscuit. This is a limited edition holiday fragrance. This is what it looks like. It has the cute bow tie on it. I recently picked it up at Sephora because, as we know, the Sephora sale is going on at the time I'm filming this video. But yes, Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit. I told you all it was on my wish list to pick up for this year. I wanted it for the holidays because I'm digging it this time around. I got Ginger Biscuit. I'm wearing it today. I smack a Ginger Snap cookie. I'm okay with that. But most importantly, it inspired the video. So yes, Ginger Biscuit is your fragrance of the day from the house of Jo Malone. And now let's get into this sampling series video of these 5 fragrances. One thing I appreciate about Jo Malone is that with their official samples, that's what these cards are right here, they actually include the notes on them, so I don't have to go digging for them or finding them in some obscure place. We know exactly what they're supposed to be. So let's get into it. I moved it over a little bit because there will be pictures in this video. So the first fragrance we're going to talk about is English Pear and Sweet Pea. I know you're probably like, wait a minute, English Pear and Sweet Pea, because most people think of English Pear and Freesia. That fragrance has been out a long time from the house. I've worn it. I've even talked about it before on the channel. However, this one came out, I want to say last year, because it has a pretty detailed bottle and everything. And you can probably see it in the picture, but yes, English Pear and Sweet Pea right here. So because it was a newer release, I was more intrigued by it. So it has notes of, top is William Pear, in the middle is supposed to be Sweet Pea, and then the base is supposed to be White Musk. So I'm like, okay, one thing about Jo Malone fragrances, all of their scents are extremely straight to the point and very literal, meaning what they have written up is what you get. There is no fantasy note, there is no extra this, extra what you see is what you get. So let's talk about English Pear and Sweet Pea. I have worn these on my skin, by the way, as well as tested them on paper, so that is how I do my first impressions. So with English Pear and Sweet Pea, let me tell you something. Love at first sniff. Love at first sniff. I'm shocked because the English Pear and Freesia version, I was like, yeah, it was okay. I'm not mad at it. That's kind of like one of the more popular ones they always give you a sample of. But the Sweet Pea version, the English Pear and Sweet Pea is superior to me. Let me just say that right now. It's better. This one is more projecting. It's more robust to me. And also too, I'm biased to Sweet Pea. I like the Sweet Pea flower more than I do Freesia, but y'all, the musk in this, excellent. This one packs a punch. I know the issue with Jo Malone, a lot of people say, is because they're all cologne concentrations. Cologne is like the lightest that you can be, essentially. So super light wearing, meaning not a lot of perfume oils. However, this one, to be a cologne, because yeah, it is a cologne concentration, this one smells more closer to an EDT or even an EDP, like how it smells to me. So for a more projecting Jo Malone one, absolutely check out English Pear and Sweet Pea. Again, newer release, and I see why they did it, because I guess they're listening. I give them that. So English Pear and Sweet Pea, this is a yes for me because of the performance it projects, and it just smells super fresh, clean and musky and floral. I'm okay with that. That again is English Pear and Sweet Pea. Now this next sample, I saw this one, it actually got a repackage because it had an old packaging, but they recently put it in the Cologne Intense line. So when I saw this one, I was like, okay, let me check that out. We're talking about red hibiscus. Yes. So whenever you think about hibiscus flowers, you tend to think tropical, vacation, Tahitian, Hawaiian, somewhere in there. That's normally the imagery that goes along with hibiscus. Not sure if the hibiscus flower is actually native to any of those places, but that's kind of the marketing and the imaging behind that flower. Is just a thing. But anyway, red hibiscus, again, part of the Cologne Intense line. So it's supposed to be more of a solar floral type of scent. We have top notes of mandarin. In the heart, y'all, we have red hibiscus, and then in the base we have vanilla. Let me tell you something. I really enjoy this one in the cooler weather, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I actually smelled this one in the summertime, then I smelled it again now when it's been cooler. And in the summertime, I could not handle this scent. I don't know, something about hibiscus flower and heat, it pulls cloying to me. However, in cooler weather, I love it. I love it. It's kind of more of a, this scent, red hibiscus in particular, it's more of a citrusy and creamy scent. And I know that creaminess is coming from the vanilla in here. The flower is in here too, but it's more of like a fruity flower. So I'm like, okay, it's definitely giving me vacation. So the imagery and how they have it written up more so, even though I still would not necessarily wear this one in the dead of summer. That's just not my vibe for me. It gets cloying. I like this again more so cooler weather. So this is still a yes for me. Now that I figured out what time of year to wear it, because at first I was like, I don't know. I couldn't do it in the summertime, y'all. And I also have to say too, this one's kind of sexy. This one is kind of, it's giving date night a little bit. I'm okay with that. So now that I have figured it out, red hibiscus is a yes for me. And plus bonus points on the fact that it's in the Cologne Intense line, which that is my favorite line from Jo Malone as a whole. So that again is red hibiscus. The next fragrance we're going to talk about, you all, is lime, basil, and mandarin. Now this one was not on my radar. However, it got on my radar because recently the head elf and I were in Sephora and he discovered it and he was like, I love this. Like, have you smelled it? And I was like, no. But then I kept looking, I said, I feel like I have a sample of that. And I did. Here it is. So now I actually can play it and give my opinion on it. So the notes in lime, basil, and mandarin are, we have top notes of mandarin, heart is basil, and then the base we have amberwood. So I was like, okay, it's supposed to be more of a Caribbean breeze type of scent. So again, kind of more of that summery vacation situation they got going on. And it's because of the lime. The lime is supposed to be the focus. And I have to say, when I smell it, the lime hits you in the face. It literally hits you in the face. So if you think like lime margarita or something like that with like a salted rim, that's what I'm getting from this. And too, I will say, because of the woodiness in here, this scent is masculine to me. And it makes sense why it wasn't on my radar, because immediately when I smelled this scent, when I was testing it and preparing for this video, I was like, it's giving man. And it also makes sense, again, going back to my initial reasoning for checking it out. The head elf likes it. That's my husband, by the way, for the new people. He likes it. He's a guy. So I'm like, okay, it makes sense why he likes it, because yes, this is a masculine fragrance. It is, because I'm not wearing this. It's not going to do nothing for me. Nothing at all. I like this one for him. Again, it's kind of woody, definitely a spring and summer scent for the guys. So if fellas, you've been looking for a Jo Malone fragrance that you like, okay, I don't want nothing that's overly floral and all that, this one is good for y'all. So that again is the lime, basil, and mandarin, because it's kind of citrusy, kind of woody. So again, it would be a good hot weather scent for y'all. Oh, and bonus points. This one projects. It's not a super lightweight. Again, this is another cologne that more so performs like an EDT, Eau de Toilette, or EDP. So it's definitely stronger than it lets on. Bonus points for that. Again, that again is lime, basil, and mandarin. The next fragrance we're going to talk about, this one I have seen good reviews on. People really like this one. This is Mimosa and Cardamom, which, to be fair, it is close to Thanksgiving at the time I'm filming this video. So when I see cardamom in here, I'm like, okay, I might be kind of digging it right now. So Mimosa and Cardamom, y'all, we have notes of top is literally cardamom, the heart is mimosa, and then the base we have tonka bean. I love tonka bean. So I got excited by this one. I said, okay, let's see what it's going to give, right? Mimosa to me always gives things kind of like a fluffy effect. It's a fluffy flower to me. It's kind of fluffy, creamy situation going on. But however, the cardamom and the tonka bean gives this more of a spice quality, a little bit more edibleness to it. So it gives it more personality versus just being a floral fragrance. So dare I say, this will be more of a cold weather floral fragrance to me. And that's kind of why I suspected once I saw the notes when I tried it on too. I like this. This is an easy reach scent. This will go well under a sweater or a scarf. So that's why I say this one I recommend for cold weather. So I like this one. Mimosa and Cardamom. This one is a yes. This one is for the ladies, by the way. This one's giving for the ladies. I like it. And then the last sample that I have, this one, I've seen people love this one too. It does have a following. This is Wild Bluebell, Cologne, of course. So let's talk about Wild Bluebell. So with Wild Bluebell, you all, we have top notes of bluebell. In the middle, we have persimmon, which is a flower. And then in base, we have white musk. So I've never smelled bluebell or persimmon. So I'm like, I can't really speak to that per se, but I can speak on this fragrance. So let's talk about it. This was more of a floral, clean, and fresh scent. And of course with the muskiness in it. So this is kind of giving my skin but better to me. It's that type of scent to me. Springtime, feminine. Yes, springtime feminine scent. You just want to smell clean. This is for a person to me that doesn't really wear fragrance. Say you're sensitive to it, you might get migraines from it, but you still want to wear something. That's what Wild Bluebell cologne is for to me. I think it's for that person. However, I'm a person that likes my fragrances doing a little bit more. So for me, this isn't something I feel like, oh, I need to add it to my collection. It's okay, it's nice, but I need, even my clean scents, I like them to be doing a little bit more. So for me, Wild Bluebell is a no. She's not doing enough. She's not doing enough. She's a little basic, and I'm not a basic girl, so that's not okay for me. And that again is Wild Bluebell. So all right, everyone, that wraps up this sampling series video over these Jo Malone fragrances. Let me know what you think about my thoughts and opinions on them. Do you have some of these fragrances? Have you smelled some of them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know your thoughts. I know y'all gonna do that anyway because the elves, y'all are opinionated and I love it. As always, I will read your comments and respond when I can. But until next time, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.